Hey, hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Soul Intuition. I wanted to do this very first recorded session through live video. I am a real human being having a human experience with you. And I wanted to enter October in this shadow and light era to really deepen our connection to ourselves, to really deepen our connection to our inner world so that we can create the reality that we see for ourselves, that we know is possible, and really transcend through the parts that we call shadow in a way that is much more feasible, tangible, practical. You know what I mean? Like, we are living in a world where we need to be dealing with all parts of ourselves, integrating all parts of ourselves into wholeness so that we can really fully accept ourselves as we are. Right? So, welcome, welcome, welcome to this very sacred space. I would like to consider this sacred. I create this as a sacred container. And today we step into the night sky within. We're here not to escape our shadows, but to look at them with new eyes as constellations, not curses. So go ahead and take a deep breath with me. Inhale the starlight of your soul and exhale the weight that you're carrying. Ready? Just let it all go because you, my friend, are not broken. You are not lost. You are a sky full of patterns waiting to be read. So, for the next few moments, I'll be your guide, part shaman, part stargazer, part friend at the fire. And together, we're entering the mirror of stars and learning how to see what we've once rejected as feedback. So let's get into it. Take a deep breath with me again. Okay. Let me clear my throat. So, when we talk about the shadow, many people imagine it as darkness, as secrecy, or as shame. But I invite you to shift your frame and see your shadow as a constellation. A constellation is not a literal picture in the sky. It is a pattern that the human mind created to find meaning in scattered stars. In the same way, your psyche draws patterns from unintegrated experiences. So, projection ends up happening when you see in another what you cannot yet admit lives in you. So, anger, selfishness, envy, even brilliance, these are stars in your sky asking to be rearranged. When you call someone else arrogant, it may be your own star of self expression hidden behind shame. When you reject someone's neediness, it may be your own star of tenderness waiting to be honored. So the shadow is not the enemy, it's feedback from your inner cosmos. So go ahead and really tune in to your inner world right now. See yourself as a beautiful night sky and breathe in. And I'm going to guide you into a inner practice so that you can map your inner constellations. So if you're able to, go ahead and close your eyes and imagine you're holding a mirror made of pure starlight right in front of your heart. So I want you to hold a mirror like this in front of your heart. Go ahead and visualize that now. And I want you to bring to mind a recent moment where you felt triggered by someone. A word, a look, a behavior that made you tighten, want to scream, just pure heat coming from your body, irritation. Feel the moment. Got it. Wonderful. Now I want you to see that moment in the starlight, the mirror starlight. So you're holding that mirror in front of your heart and you're seeing it in the mirror. Now, instead of judging that moment, judging yourself even, I want you to let the fragments scatter across the night sky in your mirror. If this trigger were a constellation, what shape would it take? And go ahead and look in that mirror and see what shape it's taking right now. What story does this constellation want to tell me? What part of myself am I being shown through this pattern? Now I'm going to put these 3 questions on the screen, and I'm going to give you 3 minutes of silence to begin feeling the answers to those questions. Welcome back. Thank you for doing that practice because it's very powerful. Now, I want you to open a journal or a notes app in your phone and write down what you saw. Describe the constellation. Describe the story that was shown to you from that constellation and the qualities that it reflected back to you. Now, don't filter anything. Write every single thing down. Even if it doesn't make sense, write it down. Just allow it to be. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to really sit with yourself and review what came forward for you. every culture looked up at the night sky and saw something different. For Greeks, it was gods. For Egyptians, it was divine boats. And for the Navajo, it was holy people. And for the Javanese, the stars marked agricultural rhythms and cycles. In the same way, your family, your ancestors, and your lineage all gave you stories about who you are, what is acceptable, and also what must be hidden. These stories became your shadow constellations. So when you're looking at your shadow today, you're not looking at your own shame. You're looking at cosmic inheritance. You're gazing at the stories that your ancestors could not finish. So, this is why compassion matters so much, not just for the lineage that you inherited, not just for viewing humanity with compassion, but your own inner world, your own inner experiences, your feelings, your depth. You need to hold that with so much compassion because you're not just carrying your own shadows, you're holding the sky of generations. And when you name a constellation in yourself, when you bring it into awareness, you do not just heal your own psyche. You heal the star maps of those who came before you and those who will come after as well. So, really let that sink in because when you realize this is not just about your own soul journey, but the choice to come as a soul and into a lineage, you are more than capable to hold the feelings and the emotions and the sensations, right? You're holding them. You're not necessarily becoming one with them. You're holding these experiences and you're bringing it home into a different space of awareness, of being seen, of being accepted, and entering into integration and alchemizing it. So let's bring this all home. Okay, ready? Again, sit comfortably. Place one hand on your chest and one hand over your belly. And visualize that constellation that you wrote about earlier. Let it shine over you above your head. And inhale gently. And draw one of those stars down into your chest. I want you to exhale any judgment. So we're going to take 3 beautiful intentional breaths here. We're going to inhale a star and we're going to exhale acceptance. Let it really sit in your cells, sit in your body really deeply of accepting all of who you are. And as you do this, just imagine the constellation no longer being scattered, but reorganizing itself into a new pattern. See it in your mind's eye now, reorganizing into a beautiful pattern. One that feels coherent, supportive, and alive. This is your soul integrating your shadow into wholeness. So I want to continue to breathe with you for about 4 to 5 minutes. Breathing in a star. Exhaling acceptance. My beloved friends, soul family, you are not broken. You are not a broken human trying to erase your flaws. You are a cosmic being learning to read the sky within you. This star mirror vision teaches you this, that every rejection is simply a reflection. Every trigger is a teacher, and every shadow is a constellation waiting for your awareness. I would like for you to carry this practice with you so when someone irritates you or just agitates you, angers you, just pause and ask yourself, what constellation is this? And what part of me is being shown to myself? In our next gathering, we will go even deeper. We will transcend the stars and descend into the underworld, listening to your body's cave, meeting the protectors who live inside your muscles and bones. And until then, walk gently and remember that your shadows are stars guiding you all the way back home to yourself. Until next time, I love you from my light body all the way to yours. This is Soul Intuition.